Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review for SCHiM on Xbox. Now, this was developed by, I'm going to pronounce this, I apologise if I've butchered it. It's Ewood van der Werf and Nils SCHiM, and published by Extra Nice. And I was lucky enough to present a copy of this game to review. Now, it released on the 18th of July 2024, and it's a cool little indie sort of puzzle game where you are like a soul in a shadow, and a SCHiM is the soul or spirit of an object, like thing, living, being, stuff like that. And you basically get separated from your human, and it's really a sweet beginning of the game. You basically start off like following their life and growing up for a little bit, which I thought was cool, learning the controls. And then they basically go to work one day, they're having a really bad day, they get fired, their bike gets stolen and stuff like that. And then one thing leads to another, and you accidentally get separated from them, which sort of sets things in motion, and you're basically trying to get back to them. And how this works is you jump between shadows. You can interact with items to sort of use them or make noises or switch things on and off and stuff like that. And you have to basically jump around the world to get to a specific section on each level. Now, the levels start with a nice pan over the environment, showing you where you've got to go. You can spin the environment round as well into different angles. So from one angle you might not see somewhere to go, but from another angle you would. You also sometimes have to pay attention to things in the environment like light and stuff like that, because if there's no lights, then it makes it really difficult to find where you go in, because you'll just basically, if you can jump twice usually between shadows, you can jump out, and if you miss you can normally jump again. If you fail, then you sort of get teleported back to your sort of last sort of checkpoint place. Now, the levels don't take a huge amount of time once you figure out what to do. They are all quite quick, but some of them do get rather mind-numbingly stressful if you don't really know what you're doing. There was one early on where it was like a dark street at night. Couldn't I hell has figured it out? I spent about half an hour trying to figure it out till I finally worked it out, and then it was really obvious. But it's not always super straight up. It's all obvious. Sometimes you have to jump into people shadows, vehicle shadows and stuff like that, and follow them along. It's really cool. It's got a very simplistic like art style where everything's like in two-tone colours, bar the shadows. Each level has a different sort of colour palette as well, which is nice as you progress. And the story's quite, while it's not deep, it is there, and it is sort of sweet as well. Now, all in all, it's not bad. It's not the longest of games. Like I say, less than sort of like 4 to 5 hours, I would say, depending on how easy you get through some of the puzzles. Like I say, I got a little confused on some of them, so I probably ended up spending a little bit more time on some of the levels than it'll take you. But like I say, the gameplay is super simple. It's basically moving and jumping into the right points, rotating the camera to ensure you can see everything and stuff like that. And yeah, it's all sort of played out with sort of like visual clues and stuff, which is pretty nice. Now, it's playable on Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC with Xbox Play Anywhere. It's also optimised for Series X and S consoles with 4K resolution and 60 FPS. And on Xbox, it's priced at £20.99. So if you want an interesting sort of jumping sort of puzzle slash platformer game where you have to interact with the environment, this is a nice little indie game that you might get a lot out of. So check it out. It's also available on Steam and other platforms as well. But hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.